Nucleus embryos for any couple undergoing IVF who wants the full genetic profile of their embryo before making what is really life's biggest decision, your future child. I also think, it's for any couple that actually wants to use modern genetic science to help. One of many tools, just like how you want to give your child the best education, the best healthcare, now you can use genetics to give your child the best start at the embryonic level. And so that's another person, I think, who would really enjoy using Nucleus Embryo. Nucleus Embryo is genetic optimization software. So if you actually go to the IVF clinic today, basically all clinics will stop at telling parents about severe and very, very rare genetic conditions. Nucleus Embryo gives you, the couple, the full genetic profile of your embryos. So everything from cancers to diabetes to physical characteristics to personality and even IQ. One of the things that was really important to us was building the software for the couple, not the clinician. And with that, it's a beautiful, easy to use interface, and you can actually sort and even compare and name your embryos. And so we really wanted to make a product that wasn't just scientifically rigorous, but also made it such that parents could make what is really the most important decision of their life, which is, the future child that they're going to have. So that's what Nucleus Embryo really helps support. I think that picking your future baby is such a deeply personal, emotional, and intimate decision. It's really not for anyone, not for me or someone else, to tell a couple whether they should or shouldn't use this technology or what they should pick on. Different parents have different values, and those values will be reflected in their future children. It was actually interesting because there was a study that was done that showed over 50% of people actually think genetic enhancement or optimization is fine. And in fact, I think it was 40% of people said that if genetic optimization could be used to help their son or daughter get into better college, they would use it. And so I think no matter where you sit in kind of your thought process on the ethics of genetic optimization, I think it maintains very true that if a couple wants to use this technology, they have the right to use it. Great question. The short answer is that genetics is just one piece of the puzzle, right? So, people kind of already know that there's nature and nurture, and nature is just one piece of what makes you, you. You can think of it almost as another tool that parents are going to use to give their child the best start in life. Yes, it is safe and it does work. We actually just had our first customer use it, which is super, super exciting. This science is based off of basically a decade of high-power, peer-reviewed research that we use to make these predictions. And also, if you think about adult DNA and embryo DNA, right, they're actually the same, right? Because obviously we all begin from our DNA from mom and dad, and that's an embryo, which then multiplies into older cells in our body. And so you can actually use the models developed in adults in human embryos. And so that's what we do.